Good morning, everybody. How are you out there? I hope you're doing incredible. I'm just gonna keep it so real. And this is the lovely before. This is like, hey, the hair is kind of, it's not really done. And I don't know. And I'm wearing sweatpants. Don't judge. Or judge, whatever, I don't care. We are going to do a Q&A. Get ready with me. I should just start with the makeup ASAP because I feel like the extreme before where you like go out of your way to look more horrible and then you have the after and you're like, oh wow, what a transformation. But I didn't really even try. I got new layers in my hair and it's like, it doesn't want to kind of stay back. Like, you know, when you have your hair dried and kind of curled and then you go to do the makeup and you don't want to put like a kink in the hair because you're going to take the hair down, but you want it out of your way, but it looks terrible while you're doing them. It's like a whole thing. I saw this post on Instagram. What is the order? Do you do outfit, makeup, hair? Do you do hair, outfit, makeup? Like there are all these different ways that you do it. What do you guys do? I typically do makeup, hair, outfit because I tend to spill on myself. So, but while I'm filming, I'm already obviously wearing clothes. Okay, so let's dive right on in. That was such an intro of nothing. Feel free, if you like that kind of a thing, to subscribe and ring the bell. We're gonna just get started here by priming the face. I wanna smooth out whatever I can, fill in my pores. This is a gorgeous primer from Wet n Wild. I have raved about this. It is silicone free. It's a little bit sticky tacky and I just really, really like it. I'm feeling extra kind of sassy today. I think I'm gonna approach that time of the month pretty soon here. I can just feel it. You know when you know where you're like, wow, I'm letting like little things get to me and I'm maybe like 100 times more sarcastic, which is a clear sign, to me at least, that something is on the horizon. You know what I'm saying? For foundation, I'm gonna use the Catrice True Skin that is sold out everywhere. You guys really, like, we all hopped on the Catrice train, right? We're just like all about it. I really wanna try the concealer. What do you guys think of that? Can't find it anywhere. Let's go to some questions. There are so many questions. Are you kidding me? Everyone wants to know about Halo, which is understandable, and not the product. The product is awesome, incredible, incredible for your health, for your skin, hair, skin, nails. I will leave the link to the website below, but many of you guys are referring to what I shared with you in my comeback video. Did I use the right shade? I'm gonna take a slightly lighter shade and mix it in because I don't know that I like how that's looking. So I'm just gonna lightly layer this on the skin and buff it in and not go in too crazy with the Beauty Blender because this is the kind of foundation that is mega high coverage and can build up quickly. So I have learned that working in layers is a little bit better. So the only thing I will share with you guys about Halo, aside from it being a wonderful product, is James and I are still in day-to-day operations running the company. It's keeping me very busy offline. I'm enjoying it. I have big plans and hopes for the future. There's no update outside of that. And the other big question to get out of the way, like let's just get the boring stuff out of the way. The whole like, sorry, I can't talk about it. Wish I could. Tati Beauty, I don't have an update for you guys just yet. The moment that I do, I will be in front of the camera sharing with you all. What a year, right? I mean, for real. This past year has definitely made me stronger, more resilient. I heard this quote that really resonated with me over this past year. We often hear, God won't give you what you can't handle. And the flip version of that is, God will not give you what he cannot handle. And I think about that all the time. I'm like, you're in control. There's so much going on. This feels like, you know, bam, 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 bam. But I am resting easy in the idea that storms don't last forever and all the chaos of the past year eventually will come to a close. And I am just being rooted and grounded in the idea of speaking life over my life and thinking positive things and not sinking in a lot of destruction in my life because let's face it, like there's been a lot of destruction and chaos. The other question a lot of you guys have been asking is just like, how are you? And I'm not great, but I'm good and I'm grateful. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the Incognito Mega Last Concealer from Wet n Wild in light medium. Just right here. I'm gonna not do too much highlighting with the concealer. I kind of just don't want to load up the face too much. Dang, that Catrice foundation just super duper covers. Can I just share with you guys also, like, this is not a question, this is just a statement. And you know what? It could be one of two things. It could be I am PMSy, as I mentioned, but I also have to say, I notice when I go too far into world news right now, I'm not talking about like tapping in and checking in on what's going on, but I'm talking like if you start your morning on Twitter and you're like, wildfires, earthquakes, everybody's dead. It just puts you in this headspace where like I'm noticing today, because I did that this morning, I normally am like, I'm not gonna even start my day that way. That's been something really beautiful that's worked for me, is I am mindful of what I let in my mind. I do not obsess on things. I do not watch the news 24/7. I think when COVID started, I was really that person that was like, wait, what's happening? Oh my gosh, like I need a hazmat suit to go outside, and really over panicked. And now I've kind of been like, okay, like let's hit the brakes. Let's live life. Let's be careful, but like not obsess with the news. And this morning was like a break from that, where I was watching the news and it put me in the worst mood. Does anybody else notice that? Like, pay attention. I journal everything. So I'm like, today I did this, today I did that. There's a trend where when I'm like, I'm grateful and happy and things are wonderful, where I'm eliminating a lot of the noise. And that means just drama in general. Even in my private life, there's a correlation there. I would encourage you guys to just be, it's not even just like mindfulness, like that's its whole, we could go into that in a different video, but being aware of what you are allowing in your life. You know, it's not just I'm a positive person and thinking that. There's stuff that you allow into your life that will try to change your mindset. Do not partner up with fear. Do not do it. It won't change anything. It will only make your life worse. All right, next we're gonna go into these blush mallow, like marshmallow. There's little marshmallows on the package from J.Cat. I have not tried these out. It is a bouncy kind of putty blush is what it looks like. Ooh, okay. I think I will like this. This is the shade Honey Me. I have not powdered yet because I didn't know how creamy this would be. Ooh, that is a blush. But I like a blush. You know what someone said on Twitter? I was laughing so hard. I was like, what's your favorite trend? And someone was like, the rosacea trend. And I'm like, yeah, I'm into that too. I like to overblush right now. I'm sure that I'll look back and I'll be like, what was I thinking? Oh my gosh, who let me out of the house like that? Like, you know how you look back at your old photos and you're like, oh my gosh. I do have to say, I have some, like, because I've done videos for so long where I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe I should revisit like some of my old tips and old techniques, like do a tutorial that I did way back when. What are you guys enjoying watching right now? Because honestly, okay, I don't know that anyone has asked this. What are you guys into as far as what you consume on YouTube? Has it changed over the past year? Because obviously we have seen the beauty community radically shift. It used to be just like this dominant thing. And I actually like how it is right now because it feels kind of reminiscent to where we started out, where there's this harmony. And yeah, maybe there's not this boom of like consumerism and everybody buying and spending and gossip and drama and the whole big thing and the trips and the events. And we're kind of getting back to a little more like down to earth, but it's not as sensational maybe as it once was. Do you guys kind of pick up on that? And in that, what do you enjoy watching more? Tutorials, techniques, product reviews, laid back chit chat? Like, what are you guys into? Like, what grabs you the most? I myself have started watching more, maybe I'm just honestly finally growing up, but I watch more cooking, organizing, lifestyle. I'm trying in the midst of being a makeup reviewer, which bear with me, this makes no sense. I'm trying to be more minimal in my approach with purchasing products. I just don't want stuff everywhere anymore. I want to feel like I can breathe. Like I just don't need everything all at once. I don't need 20 of this and 20 of that. I just need like 1 or 2 that work. Even with my makeup collection, like I kind of want to show you guys my top drawer makeup collection. There's not a lot in it. Like there's just, it's like bare bones, and I feel better for it. I miss my studio because it was comfortable, it was beautiful, it was my space. What I mourn over and what I grieve over more is the memory and the feeling. Like literally I'm that person where I can close my eyes and I'm like, I can see the sunlight, I can smell the way the room smelled, I can hear the air conditioner, I can feel everything in that space. It's not necessarily the things, it's the feeling. Okay, let's get to powdering the face. I'm gonna take a little Coty Airspun, kind of go around the blush, but I have to say the blush does apply kind of like a cream, but it does dry down to more of a powder finish. I like it. I think it's so nice. I'm gonna go in with some bronzer. We're gonna use this bad boy right here from Undone, the Warm Me Up bronzer. And I'm just gonna take like a giant brush, and I'm actually mixing both together. I know we're living kind of dangerously here, and I'm just going to kind of go on the perimeter of the face. I just think this is such a pretty product, and I want to try more from the Undone line because it's not, you know, it's drugstore. They have it at Ulta now as well, online at least, but the ingredients are really nice. Like it's a vegan, clean-ish formulation in most of their products that I've seen. I am going to contour just a tiny little bit. We're going to go a little heavier on the contour, specifically on the nose and around the lips. And I'm going to use this contouring duo palette from Essence. This is for lighter skin. Did I just screw up my whole look? This is like chimney. What is going on? What did I just do? I've used this before, not as intensely on the nose. It's just coming off a little bit gray. How shall we fix this? I don't know. All right, well, the line is great as far as like the contour itself, the placement with that brush. I don't know that I like the color of this for nose contour. You know, you guys all asked me how I'm doing. How are you doing? Leave it in the comments below. I hope you are doing good. The nose thing is tripping me up a little bit, and the bronzer on my forehead, I went in with the contour and put it on my forehead and I immediately regretted it. But we're just kind of getting ready and playing with makeup, and the good news is I only need to grocery shop today, so they can handle it. They can handle it. It's fine if I don't look perfecto. I have a new highlighter right here from Milani. Well, it's new to me. This is Dolce Perla Baked Highlighter. I'm gonna actually go in a little bit more generously because I'm not doing like a super sculpted look on the face. And when I do that, I kind of like everything to just blend into one another and not have specific sculpting with the contour. And then with the highlight just here, I kind of just like the skin to look a little bit glowy everywhere, if that makes sense. Like I even kind of get it up here over the brow, and that's really pretty. Ooh, I really like this. That just like did it for me. Wow. Okay, this is a smash hit, you guys. This is beautiful. It's so smooth. All right, so I want to put on some brows. Let me see what other questions we have going. Top 3 of each makeup category. Should I do a video on that? That could be cool. Thumbs this one up, leave it in the comments below. Someone says, how's your pregnancy journey going? It's not. I'm not pursuing fertility treatment. I just don't think that I could handle doing that while going through all of this. And, you know, the clock has been ticking for a while. So who knows after the rough waters that we've been through if I will ever start a family, you know, through adoption or a freaking miracle, but that's in God's hands. That's a tough one. And that's a question that's here a lot. So I'm not just like singling this out and being like, oh, rude. Like, don't jump on people for asking. It's okay. I'm a big girl and it's fine. Sometimes people get a little too invasive telling you what you're doing wrong and why and that you're this, that, this. But, you know, if people just want to know, it's fine. Someone says, your recommendations for Seattle area hair, nail, tanning salons, lash artists, Botox, etc. You know what? I'm going to toss that back to the comments section. If you guys know of good places, let me know. I mentioned this before, but all of the beautifying treatments just came to like a screeching halt. Literally, I think I went like 10 months without having so much as a haircut. That was wild. I think we all kind of like held it in, and now we're kind of like peeking back out like, how do I improve my routine and feel ready for the world again? And I think it's pretty cool that we're finally there. But yeah, if you know of any places in Seattle, let me know. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the Jason Wu Brow Powder. I'm still really liking this quite a bit. I'm not being overly fussy with the brows today. And now what I wanna do is try out, this looks so beautiful to me. This is a Bouncy Cream eyeshadow from Ulta. This is in the shade Honeycomb. And I'm actually gonna do something different and go on the lid with this first. Oh my gosh, the whole thing just fell out. I'm gonna use it anyway. Be warned, this is actual, like, stamp it in there with your finger because this is legit putty. So, okay, where were we? I got it on my finger. Just don't wave it around or something. So my plan with this is just to smear it on and kind of do a one and done type of a thing, which I want to show you guys is the quickest way to look pulled together. You kind of, even though this has a little sparkle in it, and I know that kind of is like forbidden, don't ever you dare put anything with shimmer in your crease. I do it. Just because the shape of my eye maybe, or I like to break the rules sometimes, perhaps, but I just find this to be a really nice technique if you don't want to spend a ton of time, but you want to look polished and pulled together. You can just literally take one shade. Start at the base, like close to your lash line, stamp it on with your finger. Take a clean crease brush and just blend it out into the crease. I really like using a cream for this technique. It seems to work the best for me. And then I go in and I pile a little more on just to up the opacity near the lash line. Boom, boom, boom. It looks like nothing right now because really it is. It's just one shade. And I will own up to this myself, being that, you know, I have created makeup and you want to show as many colors as you can, or when I am reviewing a product, I want to show as many colors together and do the most intricate thing that I can come up with. But you guys, just because you have a beautiful palette does not mean you have to use all the colors at once. Try to challenge yourself to use one or two, see what happens. See what happens when you pull it back and it's just more simple, just a simple, easy, beautiful look. Makeup does not have to be all at once. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is go in with some black liner. I'm using the Almay Rich Black. This is an All Day Intense Gel Liner. I'm gonna give it a quick sharpen before I go in. Okay, I went in pretty thick on purpose because I am going to pop on some lashes. And that's kind of been my other thing recently that I really love is I'll do a thicker black line and just one shadow and pop on some lashes, and it just looks really, really pretty. I am on the hunt to find a good black liner that will not collect, that does not cost 5,000 bajillion million dollars. I know the Tom Ford one is so good for not collecting. That's a felt. tip pen like that, but what are you into? Like for super budge proof. I'm gonna kind of flick this out a little bit right here. Not much, just a little bit of a smoky kind of a thing. Ooh, okay, we're starting to get closer to the after. Yes, I'm gonna pop on a little mascara and some lashes. I am gonna go in with this PERIPERA Black Long Lash Ink Mascara. And I'm also gonna be using the Kiss Faux Mink Collection Little Black Dress Lashes. Some of my longtime faves. Not sure how I feel about this mascara. On the lower lashes, it got quite clumpy. I love these lashes so much. I've been wearing them for years. They are just some of the easiest to put on, and they give you this kind of doll-like look, but they're not so giant that they swallow up your eyes. I just love them so, so much. Okay, moving on to lips. I'm gonna go in with this Lasting Finish, another favorite of mine from Rimmel. This is the 1000 Kisses in the shade Natural. I'm gonna go in with the Jason Wu My Angel lip liner just in the center of the lip. And now I'm gonna take the Diamond Plumper from Physicians Formula. This is new. A little tingly, it's not crazy. It's tolerable, I like the shine. All right, you guys, we have made it to the successful after, which is a stretch, which is miles from where we began. You know, the disheveled, kind of no makeup, out of bed, ugh, not enough coffee in the system just yet type of a deal. This makeup, you know, you can go 0 to 60 pretty quickly. This is 100% drugstore. I will leave everything listed in the description box below for you guys. Let me know what you think of this look, this more pulled back technique that's still a little on the glam side, just not with so many steps. I really love it. This has been my go-to, and I also love chatting with you guys. I think we need to do more of a chit chat. So I am planning on doing a Q&A in the future, just minus me getting distracted with makeup. So keep your questions coming, leave them in the comments below, and I will do another follow-up video where we really get down to all of the life stuff, the marriage stuff, what my past year looked like, what the future looks like, all of that good stuff, because I got distracted just like applying and blending and applying, and you guys asked some really good questions, so I have plans. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed and turn your notifications on. And I love you all so much. I will see you in my next video. Mwah.